Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a first impressions on this foundation by Wet n Wild. It's the PhotoFocus Foundation. It is a new formula by Wet n Wild. I know a lot of YouTubers and people on Instagram have been featuring this in their videos, but I just picked one up yesterday, so I thought, why not film me the first time trying it? So there's been a lot of hype about it, so I don't really know. My expectations are pretty high, but I don't know if the product is gonna meet that, because I find a lot of YouTubers and stuff really hype up products and then I get them and I'm like, okay, like it's not that great. But I've been hearing amazing things about this one. Casey Holmes loves this foundation. A few other YouTubers that I watch have been talking about it, so I wanted to try it. I have this shade Soft Beige. I got mine at Harmon's. I don't know if everyone has Harmon's. I don't know if that's just like the beauty supply store in my state, in my area, but Harmon's, if you ever can go to a Harmon's, I suggest you go check it out. It's awesome. And they retail for $5.99 on the Wet n Wild website, but I think I got mine for a little bit cheaper. It was still $5 something, but I don't think it was $5.99. I don't know, I could be wrong, but anyways, let's get started. And I'm actually gonna just do my regular face routine, but just try out this foundation and kind of let you guys know my thoughts along the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply my Lorac Perfection Primer. This is just a mattifying primer. I'm going to apply this really in my T-zone. So, in my mirror. So, oh my god, this is a dirty ass mirror. Anyway, I'm just going to apply this product in my T-zone, focusing it where I have like pores, so right in this area, and then obviously on my nose. This stuff is pretty good. If you have oily skin, I suggest trying it out. I mean, I think it works pretty well. So now it's time for the foundation. So what I really love about this foundation is the fact that it has a spatula on the, like, as like the applicator. So you just take it out and you go right directly on your face. Obviously, if you're using this on a client, you know, you don't want to use it on their face. But if this is your personal foundation, there's no problem in it. So I hope this shade matches. I was gonna either go with this one or cream beige, but you know, it is winter, so I am a little bit paler. But I don't know, it seems like it will be a decent shade. I just hope the undertone is right. So I'm gonna do like one side of my face first. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna try it with a beauty blender first. So I'm gonna use a beauty blender. It went on really easily. It's pretty liquidy, so I don't know if that is like anything you guys care about, but it is a pretty liquidy consistency. And I'm just gonna use the butt of my beauty blender and push it into the skin. And apparently it sets pretty fast, so, and it is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. Actually, I think it's a medium to full coverage. I'll double check in a second. So it seems to be blending out really nicely. The coverage seems pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I would say it's like full coverage, because, you know, I definitely can see my skin through it. But that could also just be because I'm using a beauty blender, and beauty blenders do soak up a lot of product. Also, it does kind of like thin out a product because of the dampness from it. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. I feel like it is a little bit light for me. For sure. I definitely think it's a little light. I could add my other foundation. This is like my summer shade in my Matte Fit Me foundation. This is in 322 Warm Honey. I'm thinking maybe I'll add that, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm not like totally in love with it. Let's try the other side of the face. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try the other side of the face with a brush just to see if I like how it applies a little bit better. Yeah, I definitely think this shade is a little light for me. I don't know, it's just coming off a little pale, especially on the camera. It doesn't look that pale actually in person, but on camera it really is coming off kind of pale. So I'm using my Morphe Y7, and this is just like a really nice synthetic kabuki type of brush. I think I might like it with the brush better. It definitely gives like off a better coverage for sure. Yeah, this shade is a little pale for me. I definitely think I could have went a shade up. So I definitely think I'm going to have to blend this with another foundation in the future. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, but yeah, this is just very, very pale for me. I don't know. I am going to use this to kind of go around my brows. I'm going to put a little bit more on this side because the coverage on this side doesn't really match this side. So I'm just going to use the brush to apply a little bit more on this side of my face because the Beauty Blender definitely like diffused and diluted the product a little bit. So I obviously want the coverage to match on both sides. So I think it does apply a little bit better with a brush, but that's also personal preference. It's really what you like, whatever finish you like more. I would say this is a matte, well, I don't know if I would say this is like a natural finish. It's not completely matte, at least not yet, but yeah. But it is drying to a nice finish. I mean, I am liking it as it sets. Yeah, I don't know. I like it so far. It definitely has good coverage. It's not really thick. It's more of a liquidy consistency, so it doesn't feel heavy on the face. I definitely feel like it's setting, but it does, as of right now, there is a little bit of a tackiness to it, which I'm not a huge fan of. But we'll see. We're gonna let it set and just move on with the rest of our face. So, so far, pretty good thoughts about it. It definitely has a good coverage. I don't know if I would say this is like full coverage, but it definitely has a good coverage. The finish is more of like a natural, maybe matte. But again, we'll see once it fully sets. The color, as it's setting, it is seeming like it is going to be a little bit of a better color than it was when I first applied it. So good thoughts so far. So I am going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. I might as well just do the rest of my face. And then, yeah. By the way, this Shape Tape is amazing. If you haven't tried this, you definitely need to try it. This was one of those products that YouTubers were really hyping up, so like I wanted to try it, and this actually is like an amazing product. Like I see why so many people were like obsessed. It was really good. Well, it is really good. I don't know why I said was. So I'm just highlighting with this. And this is in the shade Light Medium Honey. And I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender to blend this out. Okay, so now that that's on, now I'm going to go ahead and set underneath my eyes. And I'm actually just going to use a little bit of this, my Shade and Light powders, my yellow, actually no, I'm going to use the first one as well as the peach one. I'm just going to mix them back and forth. Whoop, whoop. It's hard to see. Alright. And I'll look all the way up and just apply this right underneath my eye. This is just going to brighten and set underneath there. This Shape Tape concealer definitely is good with like not creasing and stuff. It's actually very good at that. Okay, so now I'm actually going to go in with my Master Fix Maybelline Loose Powder. And I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. The foundation is still a tiny bit tacky, so I don't know if it's going to fully set. But I have to set foundation, otherwise, since my skin is oily, even though it may be fine now, in a little while, it will definitely start to oil up if I don't set it. It's basically just to prevent me from looking like an oily mess. And also, it just allows the other products to kind of go on a lot smoother and stuff, so. Alright, so next step is bronzer. And I'm going to be using this Bronze Boost by Physicians Formula. And I just got this yesterday. I just needed a new bronzer, and this was 50% off, so I was like, I'm going to buy it. So it was $6.49, I think originally like $13 or something like that. I don't really know, but it seems like a really pretty bronzer. It's not too orange, it's not too cool, so I think it would be a really nice all-over bronze. And then I'll go in and actually contour. So I'm just gonna swirl my brush in the product, tap off some of the excess. I'll actually just use the mirror that it comes with. And just go around like the perimeters of my face. It's pretty. It doesn't, this is a medium to dark, but like, I feel like it's really not that dark, but it's a pretty bronzer. Not bad. Alright. So, next step is to contour a little bit. And I'm just going to use the middle shade from my Kat Von D palette. And just use this to deepen up that contour. I'm using a Morphe R3 brush. It's just like a nice tapered blending brush. And then I am going to take a little bit of the peach colored highlighting powder and just chisel out my contour area. Okay, so I'm just going to take this orange shade from my Forever 21 blush palette. I actually really enjoy this blush palette. And I'm just going to use this because I'm going to be doing a look right after this video that has a little bit of orange in it. So I want to kind of tie everything together. So I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. And just to blend all of that out, I'm just going to use the brush that I use for my bronzer and just blend out the edges. Okay. Kind of went hand with the blush today, but it's okay. Now time for highlighting, my favorite part. And I am going to be mixing two highlighters. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill's Becca highlighter that everyone loves, Champagne Pop. I love this. So I'm just going to use this as like a base color. So apply this right at the tops of my cheeks, like so. And a little bit on my nose, and then on my Cupid's bow. And then the last step is my Mary Luminizer. So I'm going to apply this as like a little topper. I'm going to focus this at like the highest point on my cheekbone. This is a beautiful highlight. This is like the original like highlight that everyone loved. It's still a favorite of mine. It's just so pretty. And a little bit goes a very long way. As you can see, that like really gave me, well, That's like almost like too much. No, it's good. This is so pretty. These two mixed together, oh my god. If you want a new highlight combination, try these two. So, so pretty. So you guys, that is it for this video, this little first impressions on this Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Foundation. I am going to read you the back and what it claims to do. So it says it was tested under 7 light conditions with and without flash. So it's just supposed to be great in photography, no flashback, and it's supposed to be like a full coverage foundation and give you somewhat of a matte finish. So now that I'm looking at it, that I have all my face products on, I really like it. It is actually a good foundation. At first I wasn't really sure because I wasn't sure about how it was applying with the Beauty Blender, but I definitely prefer a brush, and in particular I think this Morphe brush, the Y7, worked really, really well. Yeah, I really like it. I really have nothing bad to say about it. The color actually, after doing all my bronzing and stuff like that, works really nicely. I definitely think I'll be like 2 shades darker for the summer, so I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to use this shade. But I like it. It is a $6 foundation. I think that is really, really good. I never thought I would like a foundation by Wet n Wild, but I like it. The more I look at it, I realize like why people like it. It definitely has a beautiful finish to it. It has a great coverage, but it's lightweight and it just looks really nice. By the way, I just want to put out there, this definitely set to a matte finish. Now that it is completely set, it is definitely totally matte, which I love because I do have oily skin. So if you have dry skin and textured skin, I'm not really sure if this is the foundation for you, but I mean, it is only $5 or $6, so if you want to try it out, I would. You never know. But yeah, I just want to throw that in there, that it did set to a matte finish. So if you love matte foundation, then I do think you'll like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe you'll go out and get the foundation. I don't know. I hope you guys trust my opinion. I like it. Yet again, this is only the first time I'm wearing it, but first impression is that it's a great foundation. So if you like first impressions, then hopefully you like this video. I kind of want to do more of these. They're kind of fun. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.